Now in this lesson, we're going to talk about the drum sequence and how it works in our MPC XL. So this is the drum sequence. You can see here there are various modes right down here. And so this is lit, so we're in the drum sequence mode. And to see that, I can come here where it says set. I click right here, and whichever blue here is where I'm at. Of course, this is highlighted. Now next, you'll also notice here we have all these parameters set for screen, since we are right here and we are in main mode. So we see the parameters set for the sequence. For example, here you'll see here we have the metronome mode, and that's to enable it or not. I can turn here and turn it on. That mode's on. When I play the track back, sounds low. I'll turn it louder. That's our metronome. I can turn it off here. Cool. Press stop. This is our timing correct. It's 16th notes. I have 16 different little indicators here to where it beats at. So for example, the bass drum is right here. These are where the bass drums are in the sequence. I'm only using one bar of a 4-bar sequence. I want to just sort of like go over this one bar and make sure this bar sounds perfect for me. Then I'll do the next bar. So I'll check each sound I'm going to have within the drum program. So for example, here I've got a hi-hat. That's a snare drum rather. That's not there. That one's there, and it only comes right here. Another one. This one's several places. Let's play this track back. And you see this is the hi-hat. Here's the bass drum. Where all the red indicators are in this mode, I know where I'm at. I can add more to the bass drum. And take them off too. So I can add these drums inside this whole pattern and change my pattern around. I can do the same thing also for the hi-hats. So my hi-hats here are blinking, and they're blinking right there. I can tell they're happening. It's the beauty of also working on the MPC, is that you'll notice that when you have your instruments set up to have different colors, you will see them blink and you know which ones are actually blinking in the patterns. And that's how the setup works really well when you're trying to produce a beat. So I can turn this triplet right here. I can put one here. So I'm making up a trap sound. Here too. Take this one out, take this one out of here. I'm back to my original pattern. So you can always experiment and see what works best for you when you're actually trying to figure out how the pattern's going to work. And what helps me a lot too also is to actually get the proper levels for each part of these drums in the pattern. Now here on the MPC XL, it's kind of easy. I can press right here and go to mixer right here while this pattern's playing and get an idea again. Now that's mixed based on track. I'll hit it again. I'll do it twice in a row. I can get the mixer for the pads. And we'll see the pads here in our system. What's playing and what's not playing. And let's see if we can set our levels here too as well. So let's make sure the levels are proper here. We don't want to go over 0 dB. We don't want anything in the red. We'll keep it right around where it's at here. I prefer a -6 dB level. It's a great way to start out and adjust your sounds so you have them the way you like them. But this is a great way to actually increase your ability to make a better pattern. So I can go back, let's say the main mode here again. And what I want to do here, I may want to do the next bar. You'll notice here on the 16th and 15th windows here for these Q-link knobs, it says bar 1, bar 1. I can go to bar 2 now. Let's go from, take 1 and 2 together. Can you see what happens there? I've added bar 2 in there, and we can go, let's go to all 4 of these bars actually. So all 4 of these bars. So you hear the whole pattern flow right there. And you also notice too, we only stay in this one section, right? We're only in that one section. You don't see the next section coming up. What I can do, since I'm only seeing bar 1 here in the beginning here, right? I can go to here, let's say maybe I want to see the next bar, and the next one, and the next one. And you'll notice here on the screen, it tells you where we are. It'll indicate that for us. I go to previous, back here to first. This is my first, I'm editing the first bar. I go here, now I'm editing the second bar. I go here, I'm editing the third bar, and next I'm editing the fourth bar. So we can pick the bars we want to edit, and it's all based also off of our timing correction value. In terms of 16th notes, that's where I'm at right now for this pattern. I'm doing some of a trap beat right here with this whole idea. So it's important to understand how to set up everything. And once you're set up, you get your metronome, you get your levels up, but your mixer, you can mix the drum sounds up and also make sure that your patterns are the way you want them. So here we are in main mode, of course, and I want to talk also about these drum pads and coloring our drum pads. So let's get to there. We're going to go to menu right now. Now we're here in menu. You'll see here we have various items we can select to actually work with our project. We want to arrange or step sequence or whatever. In this case, it's pad color. So I go right to here, and I can see my pad color right there, right? So I'm going to tap on this is pad color, and now I got pad color. So I got a drum right here. Okay, I want to make that yellow. So I'm going to go to yellow right here and make sure that's yellow, that's yellow. Okay, I want all these to be yellow, and now they all are. That's how you do it. Pretty simple stuff. You want to create a pattern that you like of which drum sounds you want to have, effects, or bass drum, snare drum, hi-hats, trap sounds, you know, whatever they are, give them a certain color so that way you'll notice them before you strike them. It's a great way to be organized while you're trying to make up their patterns. So that's a really cool way to do that. And once you get through with that, you're done. You can pretty much get out of that. And bam, we're out of that. I can go back to here, actually, see the rest of everything else. See if I want to see it again, I'll go back to here. So you know something? I'm done. I'll press main. I'm back in my main screen. You'll also notice down here also, we can do swing value right here if you need to do that. We have the timing correction right, which is on now. If that's not on, it'll just fit in wherever I tap the pad at. I'm not doing that. We're doing drum sequencing. We won't need to do that at all. And of course, we have track transpose here. Here's our BPM. We control the BPM here. The number of bars is here. So as before, this is the start and this is the end bar. So it's really cool on our MPC XL where we can actually sit around here and figure out what's in front of us. And you can do everything so easily here because everything's in a button and there's no menu diving. And that's pretty much how it works with our drum sequencer program. Don't forget, you can also get lessons from us at sampлекings.com. You can come right to here where it says book lessons now with Doc. You get right in here and you get any lessons you want. You can pick any MPC actually, and you'll be able to get lessons to make a difference. Plus, we also do Roland. We do Roland MV 8000, 800s, older machines. Of course, we do the Phantom. We do Yamaha. Just about everybody in the business, including UAD Luna Studio One, which is now Fender Studio Pro 8, and Pro Tools, Ableton Live, Logic Pro, FL Studio, and of course, Machine. And we're currently now doing AI video as well. If you need any help, we're here to help you and support you. It's only $200 for a 10-hour block or $27 for a 1-hour lesson. You can use PayPal, Cash App right here. Pay code for Cash App is right here. You can do Venmo. Pay code for Venmo is right here. Now, if you go back here, you'll see it also here, right above the lessons. We have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. They'll take you right to those sites you can pay. And all you got to do is book your time in. You go right there, say, I want to book some time in. No problem. Pick the date and the time, and you're good. You fill the rest of the form out once you get here. Let's say you want to do 11:30. Go last name, first name, email, put your phone number in there, and what do you want to learn? Put it right there. Once you check everything else off, you just click here and you book it. One more thing I want to tell you is that right back to here, paid sessions are booked. Any questions, call us up here at 718-715-4652.